That was a long song.
Hey, what's up? Happy Halloween, guys. Happy pre-Halloween.
Pre-Halloween.
Yes. What's up, Delta Roots in the building?
Delta
What's
Roots.
up, Lolo? What's
Lulu.
up, Bo Cat? Ooh, do we got a show in store for you? This is our Halloween show. We're going to talk about some real scary shit.
Delta Root, what's up?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Juicy Talk, where real conversations meet real life.
I know.
We're about to have a real conversation today. So,
how was your week so far?
It was good so far.
I like those
I'm
ears.
excited for
That's
Halloween.
so cute.
Get off my ear.
I didn't get the memo.
Hey, Denise, what's going on? So we definitely are very excited for tonight's show. I hope y'all like my little Halloween decorations.
Graphics.
Yes, yes, yes. And if you have not, it is not too late to like. Please, please like. So more people can come in and more people can get notice of our show. And we can have some very interesting conversations and different opinions. So please, please, please like it for me, guys. Thank you so very much.
You got to follow too. Subscribe.
Yeah, follow, subscribe. Yes.
Tell a friend.
Thank you. Tell a friend. Share the link with somebody right now.
Yeah.
You can do that right now. Yeah, thank you. It's very festive.
Okay.
I got on my Juicy Talk. I got beeping in the background. Please forgive me. I'm cooking.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. It's about to stop beeping.
I hope so. No, it's good. So, producer's in the building. What's up, producer?
Producer. Guess what today is?
What?
It's our anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Anniversary.
I've been here a year. I've been here a year.
You've been here over a year.
Oh.
I'm talking about the producer. Has been here for a year.
Okay. Wrong button.
That was not the wrong button.
Oh,
I meant to give her a hand clap.
Oh, my bad. Here, you do that again. That was like a laugh.
All right. So today we have a very interesting show. We're going to have a really real show. And when we show these clips today, right? Now, I don't know if y'all know, but there has been a viral TikTok that has been going on about Keke Jones. Oh man, I know you. I'm glad you looked it up, Delta, because I got some things to say. Delta Rue said, "Congrats, producer." Yes, so definitely, woo, 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 raise the roof. So
she has. Let me just say this real quick. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
But the producer, she does a lot of stuff that you guys don't even see. So I just want to personally thank her so much for all of the hard work that she does, which is behind the scenes. She does a lot of posting stuff, and we really, I appreciate her so much. So
I definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much, Reese Pieces.
I don't know about all that.
/ producer. So thank you. So, ooh, it's so much. You ain't got to look it up now because I'm about to get you all the way informed, Bocat. And after the show, you might want to go watch. So
why did you pick this? Why did we pick this?
You know what? I picked this. The topic is who's to blame, right?
Yes.
I picked this topic because this is a lot of women's story. She's not the only one who have experienced something as crazy as she did. And I'm going to get you started. I want to show the first clip. Don't mute me while we're showing this first clip because I kind of want to explain it. So I'm going to start here. She about to produce, about to pull it up. Don't take us out the chat. Beautiful bride, right? Beautiful, beautiful bride. looks gorgeous. She's there getting married. Her name is Keke Jones. She's getting married to her partner, Brandon Jones. She fell in love with this man. He looked for her. So I'm gonna give you a little backdrop. She met this man named Brandon Jones. When she first initially met him, she said, "Hey, I'm a couple, a year or so, 2 years out of a relationship that was really bad. She was in an abusive relationship before him. She was 2 years out. She's like, I'm not trying to date anybody. I've just been focusing on me. And, I'm not interested in dating you." He pursued her. He was like, I'm a different type of guy. He said, let me just be your friend. He befriended her. He helped her move. She got behind on her car note. He paid her car note for her. So he was just showing up in he pursued this woman, right? Then he hit her with, I'm married. But me and my ex been split up for about a year. After she was in love with him, after she was wooed by him, but she won't sign the paperwork.
Right.
How many women have heard this story before? She won't sign the paperwork. I'm trying to get a divorce. We haven't lived in the same home and I don't know how long. She like, okay, baby. She calls the woman. Ooh. She calls her on the phone and she says, hey, not trying to be disrespectful, but I just want to know, why are you guys not divorced? What's the holdup? Why you guys haven't got a divorce? She said, it's not me. I definitely am ready for a divorce. He don't want one. We don't know who's telling the truth or not, but they go. He talks to his ex. He says, listen, I'm down at the courthouse. Let's sign these papers. Let's get divorced. They got divorced. Him and Keke got married. Y'all seen it? Beautiful wedding. She made a beautiful bride. So, facts. He persuaded her. He pursued her. She fell in love with him. He made her feel love for the first time. Now, I will say, Miss Jones had a very troubled life. She did not have an easy life. She was abused. As a child, she was sexually abused. Her family did not protect her in that situation. The person who sexually abused her is still a part of her family and around,
yes,
which is very significant. You all right? You need a drink?
Excuse me.
All right. That was interesting. Get up. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay, don't move the whole table, though. All right. Something went down the wrong pipe. Put your arms up, shake it off. Okay. Get you something to drink. So he pursued her. She fell in love with him. He got a divorce from his ex-wife. He moved in. He dated her. He took her out to nice restaurants. They did a lot of fancy, nice things together. They go on their honeymoon.
They went to the DR, right?
Let's post the honeymoon. I'm going to show y'all this.
I trusted therapy. I trusted fucking.
Wrong video. Hold on, let me see. It should be the second video. Oh, nope, it's the third video. My bad. So y'all see, you here with this man. I'm trying to get him to this is the honeymoon. I'm trying to get him to pay attention. He's not on social media as schools lady. He ignoring her. Not paying her no attention. All right.
You mean the world.
I'm gonna give y'all a little background.
It's What you say, babe? What's wrong?
The producer is mesmerized, right? So this is her situation. So a little bit of time goes by. See him acting crazy. Some things ain't adding up. She picks up his phone. She goes through his phone. She find out he been cheating on her with 13 different women. 13 different women, y'all. 13 different women. Not 2, not 3, but 13. I don't even know how you find time to sleep with 13 different people, but he did. In rotation. So, who's to blame? A lot of people. So this is the reason why I decided to do this show. Social. People been going off on social media. It's not for attention and views. She is a content creator, but this is a real experience that happened to her. Hold on. Oh, it's men that's sloppy. And I'm going to tell you why I know. It's definitely men that's sloppy. Let's show the next clip. Now, this is what made her famous on social media. This is what everybody was paying attention to. This did it. Watch this. Take us out.
I trusted therapy. I trusted fucking therapy. Do you hear that? And therapy called CPS on me the next day. Coming from being raped at 12 years old, when I got raped at 12 years old, and my family didn't believe me, and then I still got to see the dude that raped me to this day, baby, I've been fucked up. I've been fucked up.
One of the women that Keke husband Brandon cheated with reached out to Keke on the phone, explaining how her and Brandon met, and how he never mentioned being married. She told Keke she had no idea he had a wife, and she even apologized for getting involved with her husband.
For texting your man. I'm so sorry, but I never, ever, ever did nothing with that man. I never begged him for pills. I never did. He bought me some shoes and bought me a bottle for my birthday, and that was it. I never did nothing with that man. I never begged him. And when I was telling him to call me, he was going off on me, and then I don't like it. His mouth is terrible, and I was trying to fire his ass up, and that was it. That's why I was begging him to call me back.
Yeah.
But like I said, I apologize for even conversating with him. Because I knew he was married. I never ever did nothing with that guy. Ever in my life. So.
Wow. So the girl did know he was married and still chose to involve herself with him. That's crazy. Women can be so cold-blooded. But it didn't stop there.
So, why did I pick this show? Out of all the things we could talk about today, right? Why did I pick this story? I picked this story because a lot of women have experienced being cheated on. A lot of people have been dragging her on social media. He did have 2 phones, Delta Roots. He definitely had 2 phones. But 13 vajayjays, baby. 13. So a lot of people have been dragging this woman on social media, saying she's stupid, she's dumb, she should have seen the red flags. Not men, but a lot of women. She should have seen the red flag. She's dumb. What's wrong with you? How you don't know your man cheating on you with 13 different women? Very easy. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly sane. Handle my business professionally, financially. But I was cheated on. Found out my partner had about a whole bunch of other people too. Do you understand? A whole bunch of people. Would have never seen it coming. How would you? You traveling with this person, you going out of town, y'all spending time together, y'all making business moves together, financially working together, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you like something ain't adding right. Your intuition tell you something, your gut feeling ain't right. Oh, you insecure. Oh, you crazy. And then you turn around and you find out, damn, I ain't even see it coming. Now, I'm saying that to say it's a lot of women. Maybe it wasn't 13 women, but maybe it was 2 or 3, 4 or 5. But it's a lot of women who have experienced this as well and have been cheated on by men. And it's okay. And the thing that really struck me and bothered me about this story the most, above him cheating, is the lengths that he went through to pursue her, to get her to trust him, to get her children to trust him. And all that she did and all that she gave. And she told him, if you ain't serious about me, listen, I don't want to really be in a relationship. I done been through a lot in my life. But yet and still, he walked down the aisle with her. She told him about her past, which women, stop telling men about what you've been through in your past. Some things don't need to be known until you really have found out that you can really trust this person and this person really got your back. Because some people do mislead and mistreat for no reason at all. And it was so many people going off talking about, oh, she dumb, something is wrong with her. But how can you control a person who intentionally manipulates you for their own gain? You won't know that until you actually have been in a relationship or you talk to this person or you've been around this person. You wouldn't know that. Nobody would. And you're not responsible for the actions of anybody else. But it's a lot of different factors that play into her situation. What you think, Hardy?
Well, what I think that, first of all, I think it works both ways. I think women cheat.
This
just like men.
situation.
Okay,
We know people cheat.
Okay. So maybe she was naive, perhaps. Perhaps she's naive of the fact that maybe, because I saw the same clip, prior to the show about, she was saying that she needed to take a break from men and she wasn't really ready. So maybe she took upon, she said, when I went back and watched it, she was just basically saying, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy a chance, because I think he has told her that he was a little bit different from any other guys, and she was more like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy a chance. But at some point, though, you got to be like, it's got to be some type of signs.
Oh, she had red flags.
Because sometimes we tend to ignore those signs or those red flags. And whose fault is that? That's a question.
That's the question of the hour.
No, I'm asking you that if you see a red flag in someone that you're dating and we ignore those and you continue to see that person, and you expect a different outcome.
So I would say that there definitely were some red flags. But I think a lot of people, especially people who have experienced trauma, and even some women who have not experienced trauma in their lives, you want to see the best in a person. If a person is showing up and people who are manipulative, they are very strategic in the way that they are manipulative. He took his time and wooed her. He showed himself. He did things that would make her feel like she could trust him. He waited for her guard to be down.
I remember they only dated 7 months. They really,
no, they were married for 7 months.
Right, but they I don't think they were dating. I don't really
that
think they dated.
We don't know how long they dated. I never seen anything. I just know they were actually married, have been in a marriage for 7 months. What's up, Debbie? They dated for 7 months, right? This is why I think a lot of times, and it does start from childhood. When you're young, right, and you fall and you bust your knee, you hurt yourself, people be like, oh, you're going to be okay. Get up. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. If you look at her, she going to cry. We ignore the pain of others, and that's a learned behavior. And in her life and in her childhood, when she was molested,
right.
And she even stated in one of the clips that we're going to show you later that she called for her mom and told her what she was going through, and her mom told her she couldn't come. And this is a cycle that people that have been abused or traumatized go through. You tell yourself, especially after you feel like a person is showing you that they love you, and it doesn't matter. You could be the smartest woman, the most educated woman. And if you want to truly be loved and you want somebody to love you and you think that this person does, and maybe he just can't receive your love, he's been traumatized in his past, he just needs someone to show up and really show him what love really looked like, you'll start to make excuses in your mind why it's okay for you to be victimized. And it does take therapy, and it does take going to a counselor to unlearn those behaviors, because a lot of these behaviors we learn in childhood. We mimic and we watch relationships in our past, of our parents, of our aunties and uncles. And we come from, especially in the African American community, we came from a whole list of back in the 60s and the 70s, watching 70s and 80s, watching women be abused by their husbands, cheated on, and she stayed. And I've heard men congratulate grandma and congratulate these women of today ain't like the women of yesteryear, because grandma would have stayed no matter what. She knew granddad had a family down the street, but she still stayed. What is that teaching women? That's teaching them that it's okay to be victimized. And then we say, and then instead of checking our community and the men in our community and saying, hey, you are wrong for this, what do? We say to them, hey, it's her fault. You picked him. Not he's responsible for his actions and the way that he treated this woman. You're responsible. You're responsible for your own actions, not her. I'm just saying in general. I don't see shit funny.
Because he's like, Papa was, he said at the bottom, Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, Papa was a Rolling Stone. But that's a problem. You know why he was a Rolling Stone? Because there was no accountability for his actions. Absolutely, Lulu. No accountability for his actions and for the things that he did. And that's why this story is so significant, because when I look on social media and I see all of these men blaming women for being cheated on, for having deadbeat baby fathers who didn't stand up and take care of their responsibility, and all she was trying to do was love and be loved. All she was trying to do was find somebody that truly, genuinely cared about her, and she believed the lie that he sold her. But there's no accountability on his behalf.
So, So the woman plays no role in some of the things that happen to her. Like, yeah, man.
If you punch me in my face right now, do I play a role in that? I'm just saying, let's be real.
Okay,
if you turned around right now and you punched me in my face, do I play a role in that?
You do not.
Well, how is that my fault? Tell me how it's my fault.
It's not your fault. But we have so many scenarios like that where, you know, people have, you know, these fights between each other. And what happens is someone tries to intervene those incidents. And what happens? That person stays with that person. So what happens is sometimes a person have to wait. Enough is enough. It's sad, but it's true. Because I've never done anything like this, but like you said, let's say, for example, my sister got into a fight with her boyfriend, okay? And I go over there to intervene, right?
Okay.
And say, hey, stop hitting on my sister. And he said, okay, I won't. He said, I won't hit her no more. And how many more times will I allow my sister to get hit by that guy? She has to be the person to say, you know what? Two things got to happen. Either she'll call the police, file charges, secondly, or get away from that relationship that is abusive. So she has to take and say, you know, enough is enough.
No, all you had to do was beat his ass.
And then she go back to him.
So what? Guess what he gonna do before?
You see that all the time.
Hold up. I'm not saying it's a good thing to go back to him, right?
But it happens all the time.
It do. And I'm not saying it's a good thing to go back. But what I'm saying is after you beat his ass, right?
Then I'm going to jail.
As the brother.
Then I'm going to go to jail.
No. After you beat his ass, he gonna think twice about putting his hands on her. But I digress. You don't know a man's character. People lie constantly. People will show up, especially if they feel like you're worthy, if they really want what they want from you, they will manipulate the hell out of you. Now, and they will show their best face until, and you looking at the signs. I'll use myself for an example. This guy, this joker that I used to date, okay, pursued me for 8 months straight. I told him no for 8 months straight. No, you can't take me out a date. No, I'm cool. No. He asked me every day, damn near, for 8 months, can I please take you out to dinner? It was so much that it became flattering. And transparency time. It was so flattering to me that I was like, wow. Not only did he do that, he came in like a knight in shining armor. A knight in shining armor. Y'all know what I meant. He came in. I'm like, oh, what you doing today? Oh, babe, I'm about to go get my nails done. Oh, okay, cool. You know what? Have a good time. Ding, ding. Y'all know the Cash App ping. Boop. This on me today. What? Shut the front door. How sweet is that? Drop everything. Take my credit card. Go shopping. We going on a trip this weekend. What girl, wouldn't like that? Showed up. Like everything was amazing. Sweet, kind, loving, all the affection, all the care. I'm like, oh, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I done found the man of my dreams, the one I've been waiting for, my Boaz. Never in a million years. And I am always a skeptic. Always. That's why I waited so long. I was like, nope, I'm cool. Sure enough, he waited till I was in love, till I cared. And every time I only said no because I wasn't trying to date anybody. I wasn't trying to date anybody, though. So I just wanted to, I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to date anybody. Met him through a mutual friend. So I didn't meet him in like some sketchy type situation. He was like, the mutual friend we met through told me like, this guy really want to meet you. He's like hounding me about you, showing up at the same places I'm at.
Sound like a stalker.
No, he wasn't no stalker. We had the same social group. So he's showing up at the, I just think you're so beautiful. Please, can I take you out? And but I was already, once I start seeing the red flags, I was already in love. Every time I tried to leave, I'm done. I'm cool. Crying, oh, my childhood. I never had nobody love me like you.
Ooh.
I'm just being honest.
Alrighty then. Okay.
I agree with you 100%. I can explain, but hear me out. Who are the men cheating with? All 13 of those women ain't naive. He ain't that slick either. Girl, you will be surprised. Because I'm telling you, I am like Detective Gadget. Okay, Inspector Gadget. I'm a Gemini, you know, flat out. We are detectives in real life. Okay. Man, this Negro was slicker than goose grease, okay? I promise you, I'm not lying. Slicker than a slickest slickster. And I'm telling y'all, I don't even play. I don't play no games. But I didn't see it coming. And the shit that I found out, ain't no damn way I would have ever thought that in a million years. Never. So I'm just saying it's possible.
So you were a victim?
I would say this. I was victimized because he knew he wasn't shit. And he knew he didn't have good intentions towards me. And I think that somewhere along the line, he probably did. And I'm just going by what he told me. And I can tell you right now, it wasn't real love, and that probably was game too. But I think there's something about me he was attracted to and didn't want to let go of, you know? That's my interpretation of it. But he definitely played. I ain't had no clue. And it is women out here who will, and I mean, it's just been my experience, who will think I'm a take him for her. She thinks she cute. She thinks she fly. He ain't shit. I slept with him last night, girl. She over there hugged up with him. Honey, he was with me yesterday. It's women like that. And trust and believe, some of them were stank. When I tried to be like, yo, figure out what was really going on. Like, woman to woman, you know, where's the sisterhood? Men have that. Men have a brotherhood. They gonna tell you, and then they both gonna be like, man, the hell with her. I'm good, man. No, you keep her. No, you keep her. You know what I'm saying? But women are not like that. You know, some are not. But these are true experiences, and she's not the only one. And it's a lot of women, and I'm by far not dumb. I'm not stupid. I'm not naive. I'm none of those things. But yet and still, I still was manipulated and mistreated by somebody that I thought genuinely cared for me. And not to go into detail about a lot of shit, because if I went into detail, people would know. But crazy shit. That's all I'm gonna say. So I just hate no, I'm cool because everything that ever happens, like, I feel sorry for this lady because I know that she genuinely wanted to be loved and she wanted to be cared for, and it's gonna be a lot. He broke her whole life down. She's been a content creator. She's been making money on social media. So I don't believe it was about the money. She's been doing that already. She was known as the cruise lady. People were supporting her and her little cruise. You know, she already had a following. So she didn't need no extra. She was heartbroken. Is her personality probably big and exaggerated? Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Hell, some people will say I'm big and exaggerated personality.
Not you.
But you know what I'm saying? But that's all it was about. She might have had a big personality, but her heart was really, truly broken because she loved dude and she thought he loved her too. And this man, I just want to say, in the course, I'm good, you know, because I don't ever put all my eggs in one basket. I'm self-sufficient and always have been. But I know, and, you know, I am a Gemini, so, you know, we cry for 2 days and then we'd be like, we go get our hair done and we be back better. But I'm going to just say this.
Somebody said, how old was she? I forgot.
I'm not sure how
I
old
forgot
she is. I didn't see her age. But I will say that she might have some cognitive delays a little bit.
Oh, I would
You
think
know,
so.
I think that she might have some cognitive. She has some type of illness. It's not mental. It's not a mental disorder. But she definitely said that she struggled with PTSD behind the traumas that she experienced as a kid and the trauma that she received that she had in a relationship previously where the guy beat her up real bad. So I'm not going to say she doesn't have any traumas, but I'm going to say that he used that to his advantage. He's seen her. She was pretty. She was doing well for herself. You know, she was looking broke down on the video, but her videos before that, even in her wedding, y'all seen she was really cute. She wasn't like no bad looking woman. She got a nice shape. You know, you have to see her shape before, you know, when she is. I will show y'all some whole body picture where she body with the flat stomach and the, you know, she looked good. She was looking good. But I'm just going to say that he definitely manipulated her and he mistreated her and he knew what he was doing. And it happens quite often.
But see, what I don't understand about this whole story, what was he going to gain from that?
She was doing well for herself.
But I mean, he wasn't like, I mean, I'm sure we don't like share his money with her, I'm sure. But you know what I'm saying? Like
I think he was living with his mother when they first met.
Yes, right. That should have been a sign there, though.
That don't necessarily mean nothing.
Come on,
because
man.
People fall on hard times sometimes.
Oh, man.
People fall on hard times. He was separated from his ex-wife. So the home that he had with his ex-wife, he left it and he moved back in with his mother. Doesn't make him a bad guy for that. That doesn't make him a bad guy.
Well, you know what? Anybody that stay at home with their mama, they don't need to be dating.
I do agree with that.
If you staying at home with your mama, you need to take a break. You need to like re-examine some things about life and say, you know what, hey, I can't really offer nobody right now. I'm living at home with my mama. I can't bring you to my mama's house. I can't take you to the basement. You know what I'm saying? Just sit down.
Well, I'll say this too. One of the things that made this story so very sad to me, and it just goes to show how things can really escalate when your heart is broken and you're hurt and nobody takes responsibility, and how one thing can trigger a lot of other things. She was in such a heartbreak and a funk behind what happened to her in her depression. She couldn't get out of bed. She was like devastated. She was crashing out on social media. Y'all seen it. That she ended up, and somebody, because she was posting stuff online, somebody called CPS on her. She was scared, so she ended up signing custody over to her family so that CPS wouldn't come remove her kids out of her home from her because she was depressed. She couldn't get out the house with them. She was stuck in the house because her finances started to be affected because she ended up losing her job because she couldn't go to work because she was depressed. It was like a spiral. He was he actually ended up getting arrested because he was taking her car. He was deboing her. He was doing a lot of, he was taking her car. He was deboing her. He was, threatening her. She was scared. She was scared. And a lot of times men be like, oh, why she didn't leave? Oh, she was fearful. A lot of women be in abusive relationships because he done bust her upside the head a couple of times, and she's scared that if she leave, he gonna take her kids, or he gonna do something to her, or maybe it's the fight, and maybe it's the
That's
financial
why you get law
piece of
enforcement
it.
in place. That's why you get the police
What law
involved.
enforcement? What is law enforcement gonna do?
It's called a restraining order.
A restraining order ain't never protect no woman. It is. I'm just being honest, because if a Negro want to hurt you, he gonna bust through the door.
I understand that.
Beat you up,
but at least
and you could be dead before the police even show up to the house.
There's a record. It's called you're doing a.
So he'll go to jail after you dead. Sorry.
So all I'm saying is you start a paper trail, right? That's what I call a paper trail. So my thing is, if anybody get in a situation where you're in a situation, don't feel like there's no hope. There's hope out there for people that are in these abusive relationships. So
it's definitely hope. She never had a supportive family. It's hard when you feel alone, and it's hard when you learn as a early child that she was raped by a family member or a family friend, and her family failed to protect her. She said on a live that she was around her abuser. Like, she still have to see him at family functions and different stuff like that. Her family didn't believe her at first when she first told them that she was molested and raped, that this person was touching on her. They didn't believe her. So this was a pattern of showing her that her emotional well-being didn't matter, that she should quench her pain, and she should deal with it, and she should work through it, and she should fight through it. And this is how many times have you heard somebody say, get up, John, you will be all right. Don't cry. You better not cry. How many times?
I don't think that's the same thing. I don't think that's the same example when you talk about abuse.
It's a learned behavior of teaching you that when you're hurt, nobody's coming to your rescue.
Okay, here's what I want to say. This is what I'm saying about family structure. Family structure is so important, because if there's a family structure in that particular family, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen. So I'm saying that to say
like
that.
What? Like what?
Like a crisis. Like I can speak from experience. When we had a situation in my family, we had a situation. We called a family meeting, and we all came to the table, and we talked about it. Whether it worked out or not, but it showed me that things can be worked out. I'm not saying it was no rape or anything like that, but it's the fact of a family structure that helps things. Because, like you said, by her not being able to talk about it, it probably has messed her up. But if she had family structure, it may help people understand like what happened. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying I was raised in a 2-parent household. It did not stop me from being in a relationship with somebody who was manipulative, and completely took advantage of my kindness and my heart and my ability to have empathy.
That happens in relationships.
It happens in relationships, and abuse happens. And I'm just telling you, it's women who was raised in 2-parent households and still end up getting raped. It's not her fault.
I never said it was her fault.
What I'm saying, that it stops some of these things from happening. But I'm saying that, yes, ideally, we would like for a 2-parent household to stop some things from happening, a father to protect his daughter, but it does not always mean that will happen. And definitely in our community, I agree with you, Miss Debbie. Most families sweep these type of things under the rug. They deal with it internally. They sit down and have a family meeting without cutting out the cancer of whoever that person was. If this was your daughter, how would you handle it, Mr. Hardy?
As far as what doing what?
How would you handle it if it was your if Keke Jones was your daughter?
She would have married him. First of all, I would have. It's called family dynamics. I would have I would have sat him down and talked to him. First of all, find out what kind of person he really is. Why does he want to marry my daughter? How are you going to provide for my daughter? What are you going to do? You going to stay at your mother's house? Where are you going to stay at? Where are you staying at with my daughter? Are you going to stay in the basement with your mother's house? Oh, so you're moving So you're moving with my daughter, right? So how is that going to look? No, bro. I need you to bring something to the table. What are you bringing to the table for my daughter? Why would I allow you to marry my daughter? And at some point have a discussion. Matter of fact, all three of us, first I would have a conversation with him. Okay. And see where his mind is, his long-term goals, short-term goals are. And then at some point, all three of us is going to sit down and have a conversation. That's how I would do. And what they do after that, I'm done.
So let me just say this.
Yes.
I told you I was raised in a 2-parent household. This fool looked my daddy in the eye and told him, I love your daughter. All like this. I love your daughter. Knew the whole time he was being a dirtbag. So I say that to say nobody is exempt. No household, no person, no individual is exempt. If what stops behaviors like this is
therapy.
No. Therapy will help you get over a situation like this.
So
listen.
I'm listening.
Therapy can help you get over a situation like this. But what helps you what helps things like this from happening is accountability amongst the same gender. If men held other men to task, like, oh, that's whack, dude. Men are more bothered by, for instance, if there's a man who is not taking care of his child, and it's a group of guys that he's cool with, and they like, dude, we don't care what she like. You got a son you need to take care of, and we don't hang with dudes that don't take care of their kids. You know what them Negroes gonna do? Hey, Shalonda, can I get my son? That's what they gonna do. Do you understand? Because men are holding other men accountable. And when other men hold other men accountable, guess what? They change behavior. When women hold other women accountable, they do what? Change behavior. But for men, for sure, it's important for other men to hold other men accountable. So when you hear stories like this of a woman being mistreated, and you hear a story where a woman has been dogged out, manipulated, the men of that community to shun him and look at him like he's a cancer that needs to be cut off because he's a problem. And you're not going to be out here doing this to our sisters, to our aunties. I'm just saying.
What did Kim say?
Therapy could definitely help you with setting boundaries.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
That was my thought, but okay.
You ain't say it.
Oh, but I said therapy, but I didn't say
it can
boundaries.
help you with boundaries, but it can't stop this type of thing from happening to you. That's all I'm saying.
It says some men hide their behavior.
And they do. And they
You know
do.
why? Because they can't talk to nobody.
What?
I mean, all I'm saying is, it's like our race, our community is so broken up, man. It is so broken up. Where men, I know when I grew up, I had neighbors. We knew everybody. We could. I don't know. I just look at I look at life a little bit different for some reason. when I had a problem, I had people I could talk to. But everybody don't have people they can talk to. I had like my best friends. I had my mom. I talked to my aunt, my father. But that's back then it was like a community. It's not. We don't have a community like we had like back then when I was a kid.
I'm concerned. Who held you accountable? Because see, that's the thing that really matter for men. It's good for men to talk to people. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. A lot of men don't.
That's our therapy, though.
Yeah,
That's
it
our
is your therapy.
That's our
A lot of
therapy.
men don't share their feelings
When they're around men.
When
They
they're around
do.
men, they share
Yes.
their feelings,
Yes.
right? I know. I'm saying who held you accountable? Because see, what I find is that men who have big social circles are less likely to cheat, like male friends
For example.
that are on the positive things, like they're all married. None of them cheat on their wives. They do right by their wives. They hang together and they're around each
You know
other
why they
and they
did
all
that?
get
Because
together.
they saw that in their life. They saw that.
Some people don't. I know
Okay.
5 men right now. I'm not saying that that's not true, because it is a lot of men who
Yes,
see
that's
things
it.
in their lives and they
Yes,
model
yeah.
that behavior,
Yes.
right? But there's also men who have seen that behavior, and guess what? They don't never get married. Or
That's their choice.
it is.
That's their choice not to get married.
What I'm saying is there's no right or wrong way, Hardy. There's not like a blueprint. There's not a blueprint. The blueprint is holding one another accountable. We have to hold one another accountable. We have to.
No one is perfect. No one is to. I understand. No one is held to, like. I don't.
I'm listening.
I know you listen. I just can't find the words. What I'm saying. It's like I know you always talk about accountability, and I mean, but it's got to be across the board for everything. You can't just pick one thing and say we got to be accountable for this here, this every aspect in life. We got to be accountable. We can't pick and choose what we want to be accountable for. Everything that we do, we get up and go to work every day. We got to be accountable for that. How we treat our neighbors, we got accountable for that. How we talk to our children. I mean, it's across the board. What is this?
I agree about accountability across the board, but I think men should hold other men accountable. My ex tried.
If they didn't see it, how can they do it? How can they? If they never saw it, how do they do it?
I want to read her question. My ex tried to talk about me in a bad way to one of our mutual friends, and that mutual friend told him, "Man, I'm not about to stay in here and listen to you talk about her." Accountability. He probably felt this big after he tried to do it.
But he probably didn't date her though.
What was your question?
Maybe he didn't date her. See, when you date
you
somebody,
said if you don't see it, he was married to her. She said her ex-husband.
He tried to talk to her about.
He tried to talk to another person
guy.
about her, another guy about her. But listen.
Yes.
You said, what did you say again?
I was trying to address the accountability aspect you kept talking about.
Yeah, but you asked me a question. You asked me a question about accountability. You said,
"Oh no, I was saying it has to be across the board. You can't pick and choose everything when it comes to accountability." That's all.
It was something else you said.
In the comments, what did I say that she's referring
to? I can't remember.
I can't remember either,
but old memories. But yeah, I feel like you said, "What if he didn't see it? What if he didn't see it?" That's what you said.
Life, yeah.
This is the thing. You know, everybody know when they got that buddy who don't do right. They know he got a woman, and then he show up to something else with another chick, and they like, "Man, where your girl at? Man, you got a good girl, man. What's up with that? Oh, you know, I ain't loyal to these." And they laugh about it. Playboy. You're the playboy.
Well, maybe that ain't relationship. Right. Maybe that's not really his girl.
No. If you, I'm talking about somebody you're introducing this as my girlfriend, my woman. She, y'all operating as a couple. You know his friends. I'm talking about somebody that you know this woman because she's around all the time. And you also see him doing dirt out in the streets. And you know, it's accountability across the board. I think that is accountability. Men have to hold men accountable. Women, we got to teach our women to stick to their standard and stop sacrificing what it is you truly desire for a temporary fix of somebody being present in this moment. So now I'm going to talk to the ladies. A lot of times where we go wrong is we just want a temporary. It's like, we know he don't have everything that we want, but he got 2 of the things that we really enjoy, you know? And that is not, and we compromise. I'm just saying, we compromise what you do.
You'll see it later.
We compromise ourselves. We do it. We compromise what we desire, what we know that we really deserve for less than. We bad behaviors.
Why don't you hold someone that you're dating accountable then?
Absolutely, you hold the person you're dating accountable.
So based on what you've been talking about, accountability, why haven't women hold men more accountable?
I think that that's what we need to do. Oh, okay. I think that we need to start, and I'm going to say it. We need to start cutting them off, not having sex with men who are not willing to step up their game. If you see that he's with somebody else and you know he's manipulative and he's lying, tell your sister friend, honey, he ain't right. We need to start making tea apps where we blast them. No, I'm just kidding.
I know that won't last long.
No, but for real, we do. We do need to have a juicy talk after party, but you can always call in. You know how y'all can call in.
Go ahead, Bocat.
Go ahead, Bocat. Come in, call in.
What number are you using?
Put the number up.
You use my phone number today?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could use your phone number. Put the number up, yes, because that's the one that's up.
Okay. All right, for those people who want to know, 216-219-9632. Oh.
Some women are afraid to be alone, and I do think that's an issue that we deal with. Yes, indeed. And we settle for things less than what we deserve. And we need to start shutting some stuff down and raising our standard of what we're going to deal with. Because back in the day, we had a standard. We was sitting on a porch and making men court us, and we wasn't sleeping with them before marriage. And we was making them wait. And it made them respect us and treat. Why buy the cow when you could get the milk for free? We was really serious about that. And it made a difference.
Okay, hold on. We got a caller here.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Put it on speaker.
Oh, right here.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm gonna hold it.
Okay. What you got to say, Bocat?
Let me first say this. I wish I could hug through the phone. Juicy, you hitting on some great points. And also you too, Hardy. This is a very tough subject in terms of abuse. And the dynamic, it's so dynamic and different for everybody, right? But it does need to be talked about. I wanted to call in, not about the abuse part, but the accountability part with men. And this is just my opinion, just from
let me hear your opinion.
My experience working, and not so much working with men, but I have been working in a more male-dominated office for a very, very long time. And I've learned about men in that way, and also outside of work as well. So what I notice about men is not so much, from my perspective, that they don't hold each other accountable, but there is a certain bond with men that is very different than the bond that is with women. Okay. And in some cases, I believe, and I've seen this firsthand, some horrible things men have done, but the way that they embrace men, they will get the lashing,
about how that's foul and that's effed up and all this other stuff. But there's a safe space with men that I don't see with women as much. And that's just from my experience. So I don't think that we interpret it as they're not holding them accountable, but I just don't think men operate like that. I do think they do hold each other accountable, but it's just in a different way that we are not. It's in almost like a different type of I don't want to say non-emotional, because that's not true. Men are very emotional. They just demonstrate it differently.
Right, exactly. That would be me.
But I would just say that I think the space that men allow each other to fail, because a lot of them fail in the same way, that I think that in itself provides like a safe space for them to not so much just do and get away with it, but it's just different. So that's what I wanted to say. I don't think it's fair to say that men are not holding men accountable, because I don't think that part is true. And then even if they did out loud, right? The other point I wanted to say, and I'll be quiet, is back in the day, we have a tendency to think like the previous generations was so great, right? And in their own right, they were, right? However, if we really have those conversations with our grandmothers and great grandmothers and probably aunties, it's some stuff that them folks went through that you would never know that they went through, including raising other women's babies and men's babies, right? In the same household, and you didn't know until the person died when you see this other baby pop up that looked just like Uncle JoJo, for instance. So what I'm saying is it was a different time, a different era. However, human beings have been human beings since the inception of human beings. And I just want to say we should give ourselves some grace. We do need to talk about these things, and it's very sensitive. It touches my heart especially. I won't get into my story, but I'm saying it is a real thing, and it's the dynamic is just so different for all of us. So just wanted to say big hugs to you, Juicy. I feel your pain. I feel all of the passion.
Listen,
and then also, yeah, and Hardy too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Right. I was gonna say it's not pain at this point, right? Because it's been some time that has passed. But I will say that it is passion, because I feel like, and let me just say this: I am the biggest component for therapy and working something out with a person, through a therapist. So I tell everybody to go to therapy and learn those coping mechanisms and those skills and heal the little girl within, so that you don't make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Because I do feel like as women, we need to hold ourselves accountable for the decisions that we make when it comes to some things, just relationships, walking away when you see something doesn't align with your values and what you really truly desire. When you see the red flags, instantly loving yourself enough to cut it off like a cancer, to preserve yourself and your peace and your love, and it for yourself, the love for yourself and your integrity as a woman. I absolutely do agree with that. But I also feel, and I'm not saying that some men don't hold men accountable, but I have seen overall in society where, and I'm looking at things from a whole, where when a man is cheating on his wife or cheating on the person that he's in a relationship with, it's looked at as, oh, he just, he just being a man, or, that's what they do. That's what us men do. We cheat. And
I don't hear that anymore.
Oh,
I don't hear that anymore.
Oh, I don't know who you hanging with, but I hear it a lot, because all it takes is for you to go on social media and you will see it. Men can do whatever they want to do. I've seen it. I mean, like, I'm on all these little, I be scrolling social media for content. I don't get involved with social media
stuff, because a lot of that stuff is money driven. So if you have something that everybody's talking about, it's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Okay, let's use Kevin Samuels for an example.
Okay.
He might have been making some money off of what he was doing, but he believed in what he was saying.
Oh, absolutely.
And he built a whole, it's a lot of men who start reciting like it was the Bible
But
the
a lot of
things
stuff
that
he
he
said,
was saying.
I liked him. I liked him. I thought a lot of the stuff he wasn't that far off. He wasn't when it came to relationships.
All right,
You don't like
I
it?
couldn't stand him
I know.
either.
I thought he was on
Actually,
point. I thought he was on point.
and
Not
it's a lot of
everything.
men that feel like you.
Not everything, but some things he made sense. He
Some
did.
things I think he did make sense. But can I say this?
Yes.
Can I say this?
Absolutely.
Juicy? I think I didn't like his delivery, but I will say this, right? And I'm guilty of this. Us women, right? We really don't want to hear what men have to say. We think that what they say in terms of not everything, but in terms of like what they're like, if men are saying, hey, I want a woman that's more natural, right? Or I don't want her with a whole lot of makeup or whatever, right? Us as women, we like, stay in your lane. Who the hell are you to tell us what we need to do? But if men are saying that, they're literally saying, women, we don't want that, right?
Well,
so we don't want to listen to it, and that's what made me mad about Kevin. Whatever his name was, because the way that he would say it and be so demeaning to women, I didn't like that part.
The
and
two
I think
things
that's why men wanted to like him, because he was saying things that they couldn't get away with saying. Right?
There was two things that bothered me about him. A, he didn't practice any of the things that he was teaching to other men.
Right.
That was number one. So all of this, how you telling people how to be with somebody and you haven't committed to anybody and you don't have a success story, that's a problem. My other problem is with the makeup and the wearing makeup or weave and all that thing. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with wanting a woman that is a pleasing to your eye. But my problem is when men say they want a woman who looks natural, doesn't wear fake hair, doesn't wear makeup, but all down your timeline is BBLs and flat bellies and floor, down to your and 25-inch bundles, baby. So pick a struggle. You either gonna accept that woman, you want her to show up and look like what you looking at on your screen and what you watching on your phone.
They want both. A guy told me this, and he's a really good friend. He told me flat out, okay? He said the only thing that, and he's not speaking for all men, but he said it as if he was. So I don't know how true this is because I'm not a man, but he said that what you just described, right? Like they had all these other type of women on the timeline. Those women, all they're going to do is have wet thighs. That's all they want from them, right? But in terms of a woman that they want to be with, that's not her.
And
so I don't understand that. I don't, because I'm like, I don't understand that.
It's a lie.
That was coming from a man.
and I just feel like it's a lie, right? And the only reason why I say that's a lie, because I guarantee you, right, that if you show me a man who has this natural wife at home, and I'm not saying every man, but I know several, that have a natural wife at home. She's beautiful. She don't wear makeup. She's covered all up. And guess what? He out at the club every single week, dressed like he 22, picking up young girls with BBLs, wining them and dining them, showing up places with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? While his wife at home raising his kids, and he telling her he got to work late. So I'm telling you that I understand where you're coming from, and in theory, it sounds right. But if you just go, and I'm not saying that there's bad men, because I feel like there's a lot of beautiful, wonderful men who definitely want to love and care for a woman and want to be genuine. So this is not towards those men at all. But we keep giving a voice to the men who been cheated on their wives, lost her, cheated on good women, lost her too. Now they single, right? And they out here dating. The streets know they ain't about nothing. And ain't nobody messing with them because the word is out. And now they get on social media and they talk. And now all women are horrible and they don't listen and y'all hard-headed. No, they just own to you, bruh.
No, I mean,
they hip to you.
Some of that is true. Some of that is true. But at the same time, some of that is true. But you also got to realize this, that why is that man out at the club dating these 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds? Why is he doing that?
I'm about to tell you.
Why is he doing it?
Because she got a 25-inch bundle, her stomach is flat, and she got a BBL.
No, I'm saying.
And she look good. Men are attracted to what they see.
So here's the other thing.
She could have not been easy. And he's still gonna want it. The wife at home with baby slobber on her, and she didn't gain weight because she been pushing out his babies. And taking and cooking for him every night and neglecting herself to make sure he take his high blood pressure medication, that he do all the things, that all his kids' homework is done, that she done washed the clothes and cleaned up.
So apparently
for the food he ain't gonna eat.
Apparently she don't work then. If she's doing all that, she's not working then.
Half of the women that do all of that still going to work and working 40 hours a week. Because it ain't many women who stay at home.
What now?
I think that's the truth that we know to be true, what you're saying, Juicy, but there's another side of that truth. If you have a friend that meet with men in their own safe space, and some of the conversations that they have, their story is different. I don't agree with it, but we can't ignore that their story is what it is.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is when you hear a man say, right, this is what they want, right? They're saying this is what they want, but they also saying with their greedy selves, and I think y'all kind of delusional, not trying to talk about men,
I'm
but
listening.
At the same time, I think they also are saying, we like this and we want to sleep with that too. But when they say that this is what they want, we got to believe them as women because that's what they're saying.
So let me ask you.
But I'm saying we can't dismiss it and say, no, y'all don't want that, right?
So
when they're saying that, that's what they want.
So, for example, if there's a married man that goes out to the club, right? He goes out to the club, right? The girls know that he's married, and she sleeps with the guy, right? Who should be held accountable?
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
But how she know he married? Is he taking off his ring? If he's telling her,
right,
both of them. I agree.
That's what I said. Knowing that he's married, there's so many people out here that know their partner is married and they sleep with him.
They both dirtbags. They both dirtbags. I mean, let's just keep it real.
I am keeping it real.
They both dirtbags.
So much like that is happening.
The only innocent person is the wife. They both dirtbags.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Call a thing and own it.
It is.
It's a thing. It's call a thing a thing. No. Not trying to make it sound like that the woman is right, but it's a lot of deception going on. And my thing is, I'm not saying that we should be dismissive of what a man desires, right? But we have to look at the motive behind.
Because he ain't getting it at home. That's why he's doing it.
That's not necessarily true.
That is.
Let me say, we have to look at that comment right there is exactly why I said what I said. Because we got to look at the motive.
Oh, why you pointing at me like?
Yeah, because you're the one who said it. You're the one that said it, and that's exactly how a lot of men feel. And you're proving my point.
And women cheat too, though. Women cheat.
Look,
women do cheat.
You're proving my point. Because you said he not getting it at home.
And so women ain't getting it at home either.
Let me finish my comment. I'm saying that we got to look at the motive of why the man is saying what he wants. Because if he's sitting up here and he's saying he don't want his woman wearing no makeup, if he met her and she was wearing bust down bundles and makeup and was fly, now she have his babies and she at the home with the kids, right? And now he talking about, I want you to rock your natural fro and no makeup and quit wearing clothes to show your body, because he literally don't want another man to look at her. He don't want her to be appealing because he wants her in the house, and his motive is that you don't want nobody else looking at your wife, right? But yet and still you not looking at her either. You don't want her to be that way because you are more attracted to that, because that's not what initially attracted you. You want her to look that way so that she keep being subservient to you, cooking and cleaning. Her self-esteem ain't where it's at. So now when you out the club, she's so scared that I don't look like I used to no more. I'm not as pretty.
You should move differently. If you're married, you should move differently. You shouldn't be looking
You
like
should
you
move
shouldn't look like
differently,
you
but you
shouldn't
should
look
still,
like
your
you're
man
single.
should still be looking at you. He should move differently too.
Absolutely. I
So
agree.
what I
But
mean
I'm
by
talking
that
about
is he should still be coming smacking her on the ass, talking about, baby, you the most beautiful woman in the world, and I'm taking you out. I'm not going to the club by myself. I'm taking you out because I want you to look beautiful, and I want everybody to see the wife that I got on my arm. But don't leave her at home and sweat while you go kick it, and you fly as hell with your aviator glasses on and your Italian shoes, and you looking good as hell, and she looking like Boo Boo the fool in her old jeans, because she's standing in the kitchen, want to make sure your food hot.
Juicy, I'm bringing some wine. When I come to town, I'm bringing some wine. I'm bringing some
cherries.
I'm just saying, call a thing a thing. I get tired of hearing it. I get tired of hearing it because it's like, yo, what you want?
What you want?
We got to have this version in the living room because this is stuff I want to say. I can't say it on here.
I know you do, but it's coming. We gonna have it and we gonna do it. It's coming. All right, we're going to have a live show coming up pretty soon, y'all, but we're going to talk about it, but we got to go. Thank you, Bocat. You know you always get me riled up.
I think you got yourself riled up.
You always get me riled up, Bocat.
You got yourself riled up. Once again on this
show.
You got
your mouth.
Bow.
You in your mouth. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
I just feel like it takes two to tango. So
it does.
It takes two. You can't always say it's the man's problem.
I don't feel like it's a man's problem.
All I've been hearing, men this, men that. But I mean, damn, like what? I mean, like
it's not all men.
It is. That's all
it's
you
not.
say.
Okay, so let me digress.
Yeah,
it's not all men fault. There are some amazing, and I said this.
Now you want to backtrack.
Amazing, wonderful, loving, caring men out there. It is. And I am not talking about you. Wonderful husbands, wonderful fathers, wonderful men who love your girlfriends and are faithful and loyal and dedicated to your family and building with that woman. I am not talking about you. I'm talking about them other Negroes.
Those are not men. Those Negroes that you're talking about are not men. Those are players.
Well, guess
what? Those are players.
They're walking amongst the men, and they're being loud. And the real men, I need y'all to step up and
they're with their wives. They're home with their wives.
And I respect that, but I need y'all to step up and start speaking truth to what is really the standard. I need y'all to start saying, hey, this is the standard.
This is a conversation that they need to have at the beginning of a relationship. What is your intentions? That's it. You can have that flat out.
You can have that standard. You understand?
I said conversation.
And you can have that conversation.
Let me ask you a question.
But everybody is accountable for how they show up in a relationship.
Okay.
So if I'm a woman and I'm showing up as a cheater and I just want your money in your bag, we gonna say, oh, she need to be held accountable. Take care of your own self. You need to take care of your business and have your own bag and your own money. Don't want from a man what you're not willing to give. That's what we would say to her. So I'm saying men are also responsible for how they show up. Be accountable. Quit manipulating women Find your tribe. If you want to be a whore, by all means be so, but quit draping off good women who want to be loved and cared for, deceiving them when you know all you want to do is screw her.
It's a question. Just a matter of answering their question. So let me ask you this. How many people does it take to have sex?
What is the point of
No,
that
just
question?
ask.
2.
Okay. So I'm saying this to say this. In order for a woman to have sex with a man, she has to say yes, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And the reason I'm saying this, like, in order for things like that to happen, the women they got to say no to these men.
I just said that. We're not talking about having sex because guess what? I'm not
that's
talking
what the
about
problem is,
no.
That's
It's not
really
about sex. It's about how he treats her and how he gets that sex. So if you come in a situation and you like, you know what, I'm looking for a woman. I'm looking for somebody I can be with, that I can have a lasting relationship. I want a wife. If he's saying to this woman, I want to show it. Listen to me. I want a wife. And this is what I want. And I think that you may be it. And she like,
hold him accountable and let him show it.
I agree. Y'all hear that, right, ladies? Let's hold him accountable.
Don't look at me like that.
Let's hold him to it. I ain't looking at you. I'm looking at the camera.
You looking at me.
Let's hold him accountable.
Yes, I am.
Hardy is single.
Yes. Are you single, Lou? Are you single, Lou? Single Lou. Lou single. Miss Lou, what made her ask me that question? I wonder why she asked me that question.
Holding them accountable.
What does that have to do with anything? I wonder.
Because you probably give off single man vibes.
Ooh.
I'm sorry?
The producer said because he probably gives off single man vibes. She said.
Because I am single.
Lulu said.
So that's why I would get it. I can see that one.
Okay.
You can see that.
Okay. I definitely feel like both parties need to be accountable, but we are accountable for our own actions. We are accountable.
Okay, since you asked me.
Hey.
I'm asking Lou a question.
No,
ask me
stay
a question.
to task.
Hey, Lou, are you single?
Listen, let's stay to task. We both have to be accountable.
I'm waiting.
We both have to be accountable. Women have to be accountable. When women show up like, just give me the money, give me the bag, we tell that I don't want nothing from them. We say, oh, girl, get your own bag. You need to take care of yourself. It ain't his responsibility to take care of you. Or I'm on social media every single day. So it's women who be like, girl, you delusional. The only broke bras want a man to take care of all they needs. It's those women who are speaking that. And we hold those women accountable. When men get on social media and they were like, listen, I'm not responsible for my actions speak louder to my words. I don't care what I say out my mouth to her. If I tell her, this is how y'all lips look too when y'all telling this story. If
okay, thank you.
If
I can see that.
You see them lips.
They lips look like this. If the producer got me over here laughing. If I don't care what I said out my mouth, what my actions say. Be held accountable to the same standard you want to hold women to. Hold yourself accountable. If you know you running through women left and right, men, maybe you need to take a step back and be single and stop sleeping with people. Maybe you need to say
everything's based on sex. I thought you said we want to talk about sex.
Because that's what y'all love.
Women like sex too.
Listen, women like relationship. They like bonding, they like companionship. They like intimacy. They like connection. That's what women like.
Men like,
and I'm not saying men don't like it, but men like sex. So
it takes
we all know
it
do, but it ain't had nothing to do with sex. I'm talking about accountability on how you treat that woman. I'm talking about accountability on how you treat that woman. If you are a man and you are sleeping with this woman, that woman, and every other week you got a new flavor of the week,
He ain't ready for the relationship.
stop. Maybe you should take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm operating reckless out here. Maybe I need to step back and
Maybe you need
really,
to cut down
and
to
maybe
3
I
or
need to
2.
step. Maybe you should listen. Maybe we should step back, right? And just start.
Man,
Maybe we need to step back and say, you know what? I'm not going to sleep with anybody for a while. I'm just going to see if I can really develop an emotional attachment and a connection with this
Okay.
woman for who she is as an individual before I start
Newsflash.
thinking about her body
Newsflash.
and
Let me just say
sleeping
this
with
to
her.
you. It's been women that's like approached me about sex. Newsflash. And I didn't want to sleep with them. Then they,
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about you cutting me off while I was giving my.
I'm just saying that, like, newsflash, it happens. There's a lot of women that are aggressive that want to have sex, and if you don't have sex with them, it's like something wrong with you. I regress. Go ahead.
Can we get some final thoughts, please?
Go ahead.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Start with Hardy.
You're going to start with Hardy, and I'm going to sip my drink.
I'm going to have one too after that.
Hardy, why don't you give us your thoughts on tonight's show and what you took from it?
I got to talk to this lady named Lou that keep calling grasping me.
Can you put up the last comment? I can't relate to men cheating. I think they're not whole inside. Something is missing. Not that they're bad people, but something going on much deeper inside. I completely agree.
Delta Root, man, call me, man, bro. I can't believe you said that, man. So you telling me you never cheated on a girl before? Is that what he's saying? He never cheated? He don't know how to cheat?
Oh, are we condoning cheating, Hardy?
No, I'm just saying. It's like, I can't believe he said that. Like,
why is that such a shock? He feels like men are less than if they're cheating?
No, I'm not saying. He made it sound like he never cheated on a female. He's been honest to every girl.
Do all men cheat?
I'm just, what he said, does that apply to him?
No,
I'm asking.
No, I'm
asking him. Does that apply to him as well?
He said, "I can't relate to men cheating," and then you ask the question, "You've never cheated on a woman before?"
He said he can't relate.
He can't relate to a man cheating. You can relate to a man cheating?
You're a cheater.
You a cheater?
Oh, not if. Listen.
Are you a cheater?
I heard what you said. If I'm in a relationship,
is cheating a badge of honor? I'm with you, Lulu.
If I'm in a relationship, I'm not cheating. There's no reason for me to be in a relationship if I'm going to cheat. What sense does that make?
So he said that he cannot relate to cheating. He can't relate to it.
So he said he's been in a relationship. He's never cheated on his girl.
Yes.
Is that what he's saying? I think everyone's cheated on somebody.
Hardy? So all men cheat?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
that is what you're saying. That is what you're saying, Hardy. He's saying he can't relate to cheating. He said he's never cheated in a relationship. You can't cheat if you're not in a relationship, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you can't cheat if you're in a relationship. So Hardy, you've cheated when you was in a relationship before? Because that's not what you just said. You was like, you can't relate to not cheating?
I think I said everyone's been cheated on.
You can't relate to it?
Everybody been cheated on. You never been cheated on? You never cheated on somebody? Okay, not sexually.
Final thoughts, Hardy. Y'all heard that, didn't y'all?
What about Miss Lulu?
I want you to give your final thoughts.
Miss Lulu, have you ever cheated or been cheated on?
Okay, final thoughts.
Oh, I don't like when people go after me.
We know.
I'm taking that personal.
We know.
She's calling me out.
She ain't calling you out.
She's calling me out.
Final thoughts.
All men don't cheat. Men are looking for love. They're looking for companionship. They just have to find that person that's on the same page as them. Because I think love is a beautiful thing. When you can find someone that shares the same thoughts that you have, the same thoughts, same qualities, it's a beautiful thing. Sometimes I think it just takes some people a little bit longer to find that love. We may have to go through 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10 to find that person. But there's someone out there for everybody.
13. Go ahead all the way up to 13. 11,
13.
12, 13.
But again, it comes with a level of maturity, you know? It comes with a level of maturity too.
So.
Final thoughts.
I can
My
relate
final
to that.
thoughts.
I can relate to that, Mr. Dr. Root. I've been like that too.
My final thoughts are: women, protect your heart.
Men, protect their meat.
You already gave your final thoughts.
Oh, my bad.
It's
Sorry.
my turn now.
Okay. Are you? Go ahead.
Women, protect your heart. And I'm just going to quote this Bible scripture. It says, guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. I think that is very important, to guard your heart with all your due diligence.
Okay.
We have to. If that means not sleeping with someone, if that means sticking to your standards, putting your needs first, because I feel like a lot of times as women, we have this ideology because we're nurturers by nature and we're used to taking care of kids and families. And, we're just used to taking care of people, that we meet somebody and they tell us and we don't want to give up. It's hard for women to walk away from people that they genuinely love, and we don't want to give up on people. I will say, protect your heart with all due diligence, because that matters. When you see something that does not resonate with what you want for your life, cut that shit off.
How you gonna be quote scripture?
I'm a realist. Cut that shit off. Like it is a cancer, to preserve yourself, just like if you would, because if you don't, you'll be like Keke Jones, spazzing out, crying, hurt, losing your kids, losing your job, taking everything away from you. But more important than any of that is losing your self-respect, your identity, and who you are as an individual and a woman. And that's not attractive to anybody. So protect yourself. Men, if you a good man, this does not apply to you. But if you are a low down scoundrel, no, it ain't.
Yes,
it's real.
Thank you.
It's not. It's real. It's real. I am not Jesus. I am juicy.
Okay.
I will say, let me finish. If you a low down, dirty scoundrel, I will say, take accountability for yourself, get healing, because the truth of the matter is, if you out here cheating on every woman that you're supposed to love, there is something wrong with your ability to really love and connect with people. And you may have some type of trauma that you have not dealt with emotionally. So you may need to go heal that inner little boy who somewhere along the line got lost.
Okay.
And we all got to do better for ourselves and do better in life. And that's my final thoughts.
I just want, since you're quoting scripture, I have one I want to quote too. I don't know the actual thing, but it says, a man that finds a wife finds a good thing.
True.
Period.
If you a low down woman, you should take accountability too.
Okay.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
120%.
Absolutely.
120%. If
Find
you
your
low down,
tribe.
period. If you a scoundrel, take accountability. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
I'm done. Thank you, everyone.
Like and subscribe.
If you like the content that you had today and you want to invest in the show, y'all see the little, Cash App QR code in the background. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank you for supporting us.
And other.
I want to thank you, Hardy.
I want to thank you
for your male perspective. I appreciate your male perspective. I do. Did you hear me tonight?
Yeah, I heard you
Did
loud
you
and clear.
receive it? I mean, like the point of view of a woman. Did you receive it?
Yeah.
Good, because I definitely heard your point of view loud and clear, and the men in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching the show.
Thank you again.
Please like and subscribe. We will see y'all next week. And next week's show is going to lead right into this.
Uh-oh.
We're going to talk about dry haters.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't know what a dry hater is a person who is in your face.
Smile in your face.
And they call themselves friends. You see them as a friend. But whenever you're doing something that is beneficial to your life, like it's always your little business, they don't invite you to anything. If it's some drama, they want to hear it. But if it's about making some money or business or doing something that's going to elevate, they don't never come through for them on those times. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to hit home, and we're going to point out how to find those type of people, how to recognize them when they show up in your life. So thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, producer,
and we
again.
will
Great
see
job.
you next week. Peace.